Optimism isn't sunshine and rainbows. It's fixing things, changing the way we fix things. It's running the world on smarter energy. Because if optimism never stops, then change can't either. GE Vernova, the energy of change.
Once upon a mundane morning, Barb's day got busy without warning. A realtor in need of an open house sign. No, 50 of them, and designed before 9.
My head hurts.
Any mighty tools to help with this plight?
Aha!
Barb made her move. She opened Canva and got in the groove.
Bulk creating Canva sheets. Create 50 signs fit for suburban streets.
Done in a click, all complete.
Sweet!
Now, imagine what your dreams can become when you put imagination to work at canva.com.
Ryan, I'm going to start with something I don't usually start with, and that's great quotes from me. So this week...
Great quotes from me.
From me. To you, use as you wish. And let me give it to you, and then you can obviously decide for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
AI isn't coming for your job. It's coming for your boring work.
Okay. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not trying to shock people. With regards to AI, most HR, TA practitioners are stuck between hype and fear.
Yeah. Second quote hits me more.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's
true. It's somewhere on that.
Yeah. You're somewhere on the
Continuum.
spectrum there. Yeah. It's there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
So. What's going on, everybody? Ryan Leary, William Tincup here with another episode of The Barf. This is your look back at the week that was, so you can be prepared for the week that is. William, what's going on? What's going on this weekend, man? What'd you have? What'd you do?
Well, it's the Masters. So my brother does a
what?
deal with the Masters.
Oh,
golf
the
tournament.
Masters.
So my brother does every year and forever has done a golf tournament, the Masters tournament thing. It's called Calcutta. So you have to pick. They give you 4 golfers. You have to pick one. Then they give you 8 golfers. You have to pick 2. Like it's one of those types deal. And it's usually about $18,000 to $20,000 prize money.
Nice.
So I submitted my, picks on Wednesday night, and
This is like a pool.
yeah.
I thought you were actually getting out on the course this way. I'm like,
No, we gambling. We gambling.
All right. Makes more sense.
So I love the Masters. I would love to, at one point in my life, visit the Masters and just even off season or during the tournament, doesn't matter. I just like to walk the course.
Huh. Oh,
So
I have never, outside of putt-putt, I have never been, or to take photos for an event. I've never been on a golf course. I mean,
Really?
putt-putt, I haven't even done chip and putt. I've done driving ranges, but that's it.
have you done Top Golf?
No, I've never done Top Golf.
Oh, you got to take your daughters to Top
I've
Golf.
never done Top Golf.
It is fun. So
Isn't
the
it just a
last time
driving range?
No, it's way, way more than that.
Yeah.
So it's based on what they did in Tokyo. In Tokyo, you're space limited, right? There's not much safe. So they built these kind of high rises where with people, they were just at different floors and they could just drive. And it was a range, but they could just drive out into this range, but they didn't just have one place or 7 spots across. They had floors. So Top Golf took that and then added Dave and Buster's to it.
Nice.
So like they've got different places that you hit. The ball's electronically tracked.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun. Like it is. I mean, it's got drinks and alcohol, food, all that stuff as well. And the last time Van and Henry and I went, both of them, know how to play golf. And it devolved very quickly into trying to hit the guy driving the cart ball thing.
Yeah.
So at first it was like, okay, let me try, because they have these I would say the targets.
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to hit the target. So you can use whatever you need to use, but you're trying to actually hit the target and you get points. It's kind of like bowling.
Mm-hmm.
So you get points for hitting certain things. They did that for 20 minutes. And then at one point they're like, just
It's fun to hit the guy in the cart. Yeah, we used to.
And we had 2 shoots. So we had to shoot, and then the shoot next to us, And man, they were lining the balls up and they're hitting them as hard as they can.
Yeah.
Of course, it's all protected.
I know this is not a new thing, Topgolf.
No, no.
I just haven't done it. I mean, maybe it's time to get out there, and I'll tell you
You'd
what,
love it.
we're going to be in Vegas at the end of the month. Why don't we go?
Yeah. Sounds good.
Maybe.
Well, we need to go with some other players because I can't swing because of my left arm, but
Go one-handed.
we used to do one club golf. This is a lot of alcohol speaking. You could only bring one club, whatever it was, didn't matter, and you had to play the entire round with one club, and we scored. So max score on a hole was 8, snowman, and then you just move on, and it was fast. It was speed golf, kind of like Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So you not only had one club, you had to move fast.
You know, all this happened because you said you were gambling your life savings away on the Masters.
No, it's just that many people that are gambling. That's why the pot's so high. It's only $100 to enter, but
yeah. Well,
just that many people.
I spent my weekend getting my renewal, which isn't really a renewal because it made me get a new one, certification for boating safety. Because the last one I had was back in like the 90s and I couldn't find it. And now it's a law. You need to have it with you.
Such a waste of time.
You know what? They could do a hell of a lot better putting this together. It would cost me $60-some. And they tried to gamify it. It's like a choose your own adventure. You have to read it. You can't even listen. You've got to read it. And then you select what the next conversation is. So you just hit the buttons. You hit the button so it goes through, and then you take the test. And then if you fail, you got to go back and do it again and do it again. But you know what? I haven't failed. I know how to be safe. I'm good.
In Scouts, we have what's called YPT, Youth Protection Training. And we have to do it as adults. We have to do it every year. This last year, I think it was in November, I wasn't really paying attention. I'm taking a test for 12 years. So like, okay. And the test doesn't change that much. So anyhow, I scrolled down mistakenly, not on purpose, and just took the test. I didn't watch any of the videos that led up to it. Scored a 90 out of 100. And then it made me go watch the videos.
Because you scrolled past it.
Right. I'm like, but I didn't do it on purpose. I was just totally accidental. Yeah. But I'm like, if I just scored a 90, can't we just kind of... Can we just kind of go? No, yeah. It's horrible.
All right.
I got a first story for you. You ready?
Do it.
Okay. Employers may need to re-verify certain employees' Form I-9 documents due to recent changes at the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. So this is on the actual USCIS government website. It's I-9 Central. Mm-hmm. So anything you want to ever know about I-9s, they've got a place for you.
Well, there.
Go learn. They're starting with Venezuela and Haiti. They're starting with those two first of all, people that are from those two countries, but pretty much everyone thinks that they're going to expand this pretty quickly. So if you have a Venezuelan employee, they're going to make you recertify that I-9. Right. Like you've got to go back, look at it, submit, do the whole process to make sure that person is legitimately supposed to be here and has a legitimate Social Security card, the whole bit. And it's a part of kind of a larger part or a minor part of a larger kind of immigration strategy. Okay. So for HR, just understand that I-9 has always been relatively simple. However, this is going to make it again, they use code words like with certain employees. It's like,
quite certain, please.
Certain, yeah. If you were born in another country, let's just call it what it is.
Yeah, if you were not American, you don't have white American blood, you won't get you. We're going
recertify. What I love about the Workforce Agility Limited Series by Cornerstone was we talked to executives and customers all about skills. Cornerstone has a wonderful background in learning and development, training, etc. Their LMS is world class, but they've centered the business now, not just on that, like building upon that, but building upon how everything is moved to the skills economy. So check out the limited series called Workforce Agility. and you can get it wherever you get your podcast. And it's just a wonderful series where we talk to their executives on the shift of why, and also their customers that are using it. So check it out whenever you get a chance. Appreciate it.
All right. Governor Newsom unveils a plan to create high-paying, fulfilling careers for more Californians, college degree or not. Sounds like a whole lot, but here's the thing. I actually really like this idea. We've talked about passports, not travel passports, but career passports, resumes in the form of a passport that's portable that you could take from employer to employer. Well, that's what this is. So this is more like, this is really a move, I think, in my opinion, anyhow, towards real skill-based hiring, at least in California. So let me read you these definitions. The passport compiles an individual's academic records alongside verified experience from work, military service, training programs. The passport allows the job seekers to present a comprehensive view of their qualifications to employers. So regardless of what employer they go to in California, they can give the passport.
Oh, I like that.
I love it. We've seen this, and there's some tools we've seen. Now, you also have what they call CPL, credit for prior learning, which enables individuals to convert real-world experience into actual college credit. So for example,
nice.
So the for example that they gave was, veterans can have their military training evaluated and translated into academic credit, obviously helping them progress towards degrees and certifications, right? So we've seen a lot of tools or programs that translate military experience into job credentials and skills and things like that. This allows them to now translate this into college degrees and credits towards college degrees. So I really like this idea and what they're doing. Love it.
Governor Good Hair.
Governor Good Hair?
Yeah, that's what he does have good hair.
Better than mine.
So, all right, next story. 5 years of remote work changed workplace accessibility. These with disabilities will feel the loss. And this is on Mashable.com. So go take a look at it. It's kind of commonsensical, but it's critical for us to talk about. Strides were made, not even arguable that strides were made in workforce accessibility. And it's now time, I believe, for us to kind of step up our allyship and okay, what can we do to actually help this community? Because it's, this is going to be a retrench, and it's going to be like it was 20, 30 years ago. And it's going to make it harder on them to get jobs. Just another community that you'd like to actually make it easier for them to get jobs, not harder.
Yeah. Very nice. There you go. All right. I love this one. This is a story about Apple and Michigan State University. They're opening an Apple Manufacturing Academy. So we've seen this through a number of organizations have done this in the past, Cisco, et cetera, where they work with people in the community or anywhere really to learn skills and build their skill set. So I love this is like a STEM manufacturing play. So the program's going to offer both in-person and online courses, specifically focusing on project management, process optimization, and leadership skills. It'll be taught by MSU experts, Michigan State University experts, as well as Apple engineers. They'll be available and part of the program to help teach and guide people along the path of AI and smart manufacturing techniques. So this is a $10 billion pledge for the initiative. I don't love it. I'm sure there's things people find wrong with it. I like it. I think we need.
If you're bringing jobs back to the States, I mean, if the tariffs do play out like people think that they're going to play out, iPhones are going to be, as Dave Chappelle said, $9,000.
Yeah. That was a pretty funny skit, by the way.
So that was 2017. So
that was
dramatic foreshadowing there.
Yeah.
But it's one of those deals. If we got to have those skills here, if that is indeed what's going to happen, cool. Not even going to fight it. Then we need to actually have those skills here. So congrats to Apple. Congrats to MSU.
Good play.
Good stuff.
Good play.
Ryan, background music can negatively impact workers.
Yeah, see, that's what's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm. It can affect the bottom line of companies, and their employees are not being as productive because they're being drained and distracted by music they hear all day. Their performance suffers. This was out of the Ohio State news.osu.edu. I'm gonna go ahead and call bullshit, like in the best way that I could, because I have music rolling while we're doing this podcast right now. I'm listening to an REM. So, well, some people have the ability to do two things at once and some don't. Like, I can listen to music and still perform and still do what I need to do in pretty much every situation. I've done webinars with music on. So I've talked with my wife with music on. Like, I pretty much can do any of that stuff. But I really believe, outside of me, I think this is fear of older people not liking Gen Z and Gen Alpha wearing headphones and earbuds at work. That's what this is really about. That all this productivity stuff is really just cloud cover for take off your headphones. We want to be able to talk to you.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with headphones in an office. I'm not a fan in like grocery stores unless it's something that they need. Like, I get that. But just wearing headphones, walking around and working, and then
earbuds, whatever.
That's a bit much in a retail setting because I need to communicate with you as a customer.
Yeah, but you still gotta make eye contact.
Yeah, but they ignore. I've been in so many situations where they ignore. They have the headphones on and they're stocking shelves, and I want to ask them where something is, and they just like, oh, no, like they don't hear me. Now I get it if
you tap them on the shoulder
if they need them. No, I just pass by and look for the next person. And I think
I don't do that.
In a retail setting, I don't like. In an office setting, I don't mind because it's just everyone can have it, and it's
I think first of all, tapping them on the shoulder, that's what they expect you to do.
Yeah, I don't want to touch them. I don't want to touch them,
dude. I'm not talking fondling. I'm just saying touching them on the shoulder.
He touched me.
No, it's not harassment unless it's cuffing. So like. You just touch them on the shoulder. They make eye contact. They turn off their earbuds. You talk to them.
Yeah, I go find the next person. All right. Wow. Daily Pay. Daily Pay sues the New York Attorney General over earned wage access services. So we know and love Daily Pay.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of stuff with them in the past. And so, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know all the details. However, based on what I know of Daily Pay and what they do and what they're being accused of, I don't agree that it's a loan. I do take the stance that this is money that I've earned. Yeah, I've earned this money. You're not loaning it to me because you're getting it back before I ever get it. Like, I'm not paying you back. It's coming out of my pay before I get it. And so
go to the Supreme Court.
Yeah, so it'll I'm sure it'll find its way all the way through.
Yeah.
But I agree with the stance that it's not a loan.
I agree.
It's not a payday loan. Payday loan's different.
It's completely different.
Pull up to a strip mall, I give it to you, you charge me 30% interest. That's a payday loan.
Because you haven't done the work yet.
Right, exactly. This is, I've done the work, I've accrued my pay, I need to tap in to pay a bill. You're getting paid before I ever see the money. I agree. And
those folks usually give you a percentage of that, not all of it. So there's not, the risk is pretty low of the money that you already earned.
Yeah.
I hope they win. So there's that. All right. I usually don't talk too much politics, but this one was too funny to pass on. Returning to the office, federal workers walk into chaos. No toilet paper.
Your own sound effects. I mean, I could add a
desk, parking places, and privacy.
Oh.
This was actually in the New York Times.
Okay.
So the toilet paper one is the one that got me, of course, because, first of all, if this is happening, this is something candidates need to ask about. People returning to the office about is like, what am I returning to? What is the bit? Do I have a desk? Do I have a computer?
Do I have to ask for that? Like,
in these times, yes, because Amazon, when they did the RTO, they didn't have enough parking places. Like, we're not just talking about the federal workers.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is actually kind of a thing that spurs off of RTO. It's like, hey, make sure before you commit to that they have these basic things.
Yeah. I got some toilet
restrooms,
paper, pretzel,
toilet paper.
pencils,
Yeah, or you have a situation of bring your own toilet paper. And it's like, yeah, I've
That-
camped enough to where I understand what that is, but
That's definitely going in a title somewhere this week.
oh yeah, oh,
Bring your own
100%.
toilet paper.
Bring your own BYOPT.
Anyway,
Too funny. So bring your own toilet paper, Ryan.
all right, you bring it.
All right, so Intel's new CEO, Lip-Bu Tan, I butchered that, of course, has called for a culture change. They've been getting their ass kicked by NVIDIA. And so what I was drawn to me was actually his quote. And so I'll get to that real quick. So his hopes is to recruit top talent, kind of change the dynamics at the company. This is on inc.com. Intel's going through what IBM went through at several different points. IBM's a 120-year-old company. So at different points, they've been through different things. And at one point, you just get to a maturity, and then somebody comes along and does it better, newer, whatever. So his bit was, mature companies get fat and complacent. That wasn't it. The CEO then says, bureaucracy kills innovation. Which, again, you think of it, it's like, yeah, actually, fair. That's everywhere in sports, in companies, private sector, public sector, nonprofit sector.
Yeah.
It happens everywhere. Bureaucracy is actually killing that innovation. And so his whole bit is going to be like, let's just strip this back and recruit top talent. And if you can do that, Intel's, they might have another 30, 40 years in them. And that ain't easy, by the way. Both of those things, recruiting top talent to a company that is more mature, that's not easy. And also stripping back the bureaucracy, not easy.
Right, there you go.
All right. Well, you want to do an acquisition? We only had one.
We only had one. Do it.
Lucid Software acquires AirFocus.
Okay.
To deepen support for product teams and enhancing product management and road mapping capabilities. It's on PR Newswire, so you can learn a little bit more about it there. It's also on their website. What I loved about this particular acquisition is it enables teams to make better decisions and move quickly, acting as kind of the single source for product strategy and planning. And so it's pulling all those things that are all disparate, putting them all the same thing so that people can see the same things and they can go faster.
Yeah. And we haven't seen many acquisitions the last couple of
I think that's tied to a lot of the things that are going on in the government.
Yeah.
In the market.
In the market, yeah. We haven't seen much, and I'm curious to see where we start picking. I mean, there's a lot of acquisitions happening, just not directly in our space. Couple, yeah. All right, let's jump into some research. So this one, I think we kind of knew about. I think we knew the results of something like this. So ZipRecruiter did a survey of 1,500 U.S. workers who started jobs within the past 6 months. Okay. So with this, they're saying that the job seekers have really shitty leverage, essentially, and less bargaining power from the end of last year to now. And so here's some numbers for you. So pay increases. Only 60% of new hires got higher pay in Q1 of 25. So just recently, which is down from 73% in Q4 of last year.
It's 13 points. That's legit.
Yeah. Signing bonuses almost disappeared. They cut in half. 20% got 20% got a signing bonus in early 2025. 43% at the end of last year, 24.
Wow. That's not that much time lapse.
No.
Oh.
No. It's like a freeze on funds is what.
That's a cost cutting.
Yeah.
We can get the talent. We don't need to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. And job satisfaction dipped. 19% of new hires said they were very satisfied in their job, in their new job or their new job search or whatever, which is down from 31% last quarter, Q4 24. So it's a lot of big drops.
So you have to wonder if it's correlation or causation, right? You're being paid less and you're getting not a higher signing bonus. And then, by the way, satisfaction's going down.
Yeah.
So is there a relationship between these?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
People are
So
taking jobs they don't want for
that's
less
right.
money,
Right.
right?
Not getting a signing bonus.
Because they not getting a signing bonus because they need to pay the bills and they don't know what
Yep.
to do. And
Shocking.
we're
Their
not
satisfaction is lower.
Yeah, there we go.
News that'll leave them. All right, so I've got one for you. This is a longitudinal study, which I absolutely love. Median tenure during the past 40 years for workers remain about 5 years. Okay, that wasn't all that shocking because 40 years. I think if you would have probably been early in that 40 years, it would have been longer. And then the latter part of the tail would be shorter. So the average is 5. But the shocking part, for me at least, is a significant decrease seen for men in tenure, that 5 years, and an increase for women, according to the trends and employer tenure, 83 to 24 report by a EBRI. So you can go to ebri.org and read the great stats. I just pulled one stat out of it, and really I was looking at male and female, why they would be that much different. But they had great data. So go and take a look at it. And look at all the other stats because they're fantastic. Great study.
Nice. All right. This one is you know what, I'm gonna say the numbers and I'm just curious what people think.
Okay.
I'm gonna get your thought on this.
Okay.
So this was a survey done by Pluralsight recently.
Good company.
So yeah, great company. Most tech workers exaggerate their AI related knowledge, but wait,
Oh.
that's not the headline. Okay. The survey revealed that 91%. Now, I went back and I looked in the article and I went back to the report and looked again. 91%. The survey reveals that 91% of C-suite executives and 79% of tech workers have overstated their understanding of AI at work.
I think both of those numbers should be closer to 100%. And some of that's them being overstated, like, oh yeah, I get it. But some of it's because of the speed in which AI is changing. So, like that number is never going to be a low number.
No.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because it's just happening that fast that you're just not going to have that.
Yeah.
However, I think I don't think they're lying. I don't want to think that thought. I think that they actually do think that they have a pretty good beat on it.
Yeah, well, I want to see that number, right? I'm going to guess.
Right.
I'm going to guess 50 or 60, maybe more percent, 70% of these people believe they truly understand what's going on.
No, they believe that.
And I think that's natural, right? They've been a tech worker for the last 30 years.
I get it.
Bro,
I get
got
it.
this.
DevOps, totally understand.
Yeah, not the case. And so anyhow, so the fear of job, they also found this, the fear of job displacement by AI is at 90% right now.
Yeah, that's legit. I check that number. Yes.
I thought
And
that
that's
was a little high for me, but
No.
Yeah.
If they don't feel that way, they're idiots.
yeah.
So, I mean, you and I both know that people feel this in our space. And in that space, the fear of FOBO, the fear of being obsolete.
Mhm.
Dude, if you don't feel that sense of urgency then you will be obsolete.
Yeah.
You're going to feed the number.
Yeah. See, I look at it as a sense of urgency to learn. So I
Right.
won't be, but I don't have a fear that I'm going to be.
Well, you're a founder of a company. So
Still, I
Let's-
could be replaced. Look, we're being replaced by AI fucking podcasts too.
yeah,
Yeah.
ish. But the
And-
thing is you own a business. That's different than an employee mentality.
Yeah, that's true. I
An
guess.
employee mentality is the company pays me.
Yeah.
An entrepreneur mentality is I pay me.
Right. Yeah. I'm not going to displace myself yet.
No, you never will because you'll just shift.
Well, I'll find something else.
Ryan, let's do some funding news. Ready? You got the dollar sign?
I'm ready.
Rain. Man, I love this name of this company. Rain. I like those little guns.
The money guns, yeah.
The money guns. Big fan of that. Anyhow, Rain raises $75 million to expand earned wage access to millions of American workers. It's been on Business Wire, so you can just look that up. Rain, like we talked about daily pay earlier, so in New York, Rain's a provider of employer integrated earned wage access, that's EWA for those scoring at home, and a financial wellness app. So sometimes these companies are called, they're fintech. They're kind of labeled as fintech. And other times they're labeled as work tech. We love EWA, all the players that are in that space, just because it's a cool benefit for employees. And it's trying to manage their best interests, and it's not predatory like check cashing retail outlets like we talked about earlier. So 75 million.
I love it. Yeah.
Congrats.
I would, I don't know, conversation for another time. I would be afraid to access my pay.
Oh no, it's a terrible idea.
Horrible
idea.
I would just, I'd buy stupid
for
shit.
me.
Yeah, for me it is. Yeah.
Other people, no, great idea. For me, horrible idea. I'd spend it.
Thatch, a company called Thatch, raises $40 million to give employees more control of healthcare choices. So this is a $40 million Series B. It's going to be used to expand what they call the customizable health benefits platform. So this is where employees get to use a preset amount of money from the employer to go pick the services that they actually want.
Right.
So I think this is just a good stark reminder. Benefits is not personalized benefits. It's really just not a perk anymore.
Right.
You need to actually do something with the benefits you're offering. Like you always say this, if a benefit's not used, is it really a benefit?
Right.
We're starting to see now a lot of these companies, especially around healthcare and things we've seen, I think it was last week we talked about a company that helps you with mortgage rates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
These are
types of house.
these are types of benefits that really have an impact on employees. So this is what we're
and I love the name. Good for them. Company called Actively raises 20. All these names are cool. Rain, Thatch, Actively. It's like dope. All right, raises 22.5 million for their go-to-market super intelligence that powers the top revenue teams. We've talked a little bit about this with people doing agentic AI and doing kind of BDR positions and this, that, and the other. So that's on actively.ai if you want to read kind of the presser on that. Series A, so 22.5 and a Series A. Not anything to frown upon. And I think this is an excellent example of AI making humans and businesses better, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
Like how do we get there? And we get there with things like this.
Yeah.
And so that, we don't have humans like, let me research the company and let me find out who the CEO, all that stuff.
God, I hated that. I used to love it back in the day. I don't have time for that anymore. They're actively working on the situation. So
I love it.
So
take a look at it actively. I like how you did that.
You
That's
like
nice.
that? It took you a minute, but you got it.
Yeah.
All right. This one, I put this one in here for you just because I could.
As you should.
AirVet raises $11 million in a Series B. AirVet is what you say? That's a great question. This is Pet Telehealth. This is a
Pet Telehealth. Oh, hell yeah.
Platform that's probably on your speed dial, I'm guessing.
There's Jenny. Jenny's not feeling well today.
Yeah. So check this out. I didn't realize this. 70% of households include pets.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot. I mean, I knew it was a lot, but 70, I thought, actually, I probably thought it would be more.
Well, we don't live in a country where we eat cats and dogs. So it could be a much smaller number.
There's that too, I guess.
Well, I've visited a lot of Southeast Asia, and I'm just saying, you don't see a whole lot of cats.
So Pet Telehealth, you have an issue, call AirVet, go to the app because you can call your vet or a vet. And
I'd love to have an iguana. I'd love to have an iguana, like, one of the big iguanas, and just be able to monitor and just be able to say, listen, Charlie's just not himself today.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on. Can you fix my problem?
That's a good one, man. That is a really good one. All right. Voice AI platform Phonic Great name. Raises $4 million. It's on TechCrunch, so you can go put in Phonic and find out a little bit more about that. Phonic enables organizations to create, evaluate, and observe voice interactions that handle task-oriented workflows, allowing businesses to focus on customers and candidates. So it's helping with that voice-to-voice stuff, where we see both kind of a synthetic voice, a little bit of a robotic voice, and also latency. We see this a lot in agentic AI, where you type in a question and then it's like,
I hate when they put the fucking dots. Like,
oh my god,
just give me the answer. Just give me the answer. Yeah.
We're so used to ChatGPT.
Yeah,
like it just.
Yeah.
So anyhow, I think it's cool, especially it relates to those two C's, the customers and candidates.
Yeah.
So
very cool.
Good for them. Phonic.
Love it. So this company, I don't know how to say the name, Venture, Venteur. Venture raises $20 million in a Series A. This is another healthcare play. So this is a personalized health benefit startup. Someone got the memo. So the way this works is, instead of picking one plan for everyone in the company, employers set a budget pre-tax, and employees pick the best for them. So similar to
health savings account.
Yeah, essentially is what it is. So similar to, I don't know if it's similar to Thatch, but I just talked about Thatch, kind of doing the same deal. So these guys, they've already made a dent in the market. They've helped 30,000 employees and 600 different businesses.
That's legit.
To date.
And that's without a Series A. So that's without that 20 million. So
correct.
Good for them.
Yeah. This is going to be a good journey to follow here. I think soon enough we'll be talking about an acquisition.
All right, last one that I have is a company called Sagatel AI raises $2.2 million to revolutionize how software teams work with AI. And I found this story on VestBee.com. So you can go look it up itself. And what got me at this particular one was the statement, AI solutions that adapt to human workflows instead of forcing humans to adapt AI. So what I love about that, because we've talked ad nauseum about AI adoption.
Yeah.
How are we? Great. It's a great tool. We all know it's a great tool. How the hell are we going to get people to actually adopt it? Okay, all that stuff. I love this particular approach because it's going to help with AI adoption. If humans don't have to change, like it changes to you and just makes it more efficient.
Yeah.
So I'm fascinated to see how this works and then to see kind of them do well. So
I'm not going to lie. I kind of feel like most humans should probably adapt to the AI workflow because they'd be a hell of a lot better off.
Could be.
Just saying.
There's probably a little bit of both in there. This is kind of a gateway of you're doing it right now. Okay, let's just use it as it's doing right now, and let's do all the efficiency behind the scenes, so that you don't have to go in there and try and figure that stuff out.
Right.
It'll probably get to a point where it's also teaching you the new way.
Right. Yeah, and that's the good.
Right.
All right. K.AI, my final one here. K.AI raises $3 million in funding. So I'm bringing this one to the table today. So there's a New York company. It's an AI coworker that automates data entry for insurance brokers. So I'm bringing this up today, not for the fact that it's groundbreaking, although I've had it kind of is. I had two experiences over the last month. One was buying a car. And it was, I think I might have been texting with you at the time.
Yeah, you are.
Like, I'm sitting there and I'm like, 45 minutes to an hour later, like after we said, yes, we want this car. Yes, that's the price. And
all this inefficiency.
They had to
my God.
print this and print that because this doesn't talk to that and finance doesn't talk to this and blah, blah, blah. Like, guys, get your shit together. Like, with all the software that's out there, there's got to be something, right? Now, this week, I had an issue with the boat. I had the wrong boat insured. Go figure. The boat that I sold last year was still insured. The boat that I have now, not insured. Okay. Let's swap that. Let's get rid of
You
it.
buy and sell
Bring
boats
in-
like people change underwear.
Yeah.
So let's just make sure the audience knows that.
Yeah. So I called, I like to buy and sell. So I called my agent, the State Farm agent, which I don't know why we're still using a fucking agent, but we are. So we called the State Farm agent, and she says, if you're listening, I'm sorry. I just got a learning situation, right? Learning opportunity for you here. Said, look, I need a lot of information. I need the haul number, the motor serial, the blah, 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 all this stuff. Like, I'm going to email it to you.
Right.
Get me all that information and send it in, and then I'll get the quote out to you. I won't be able to get it done today or get the policy active today, but by the end of the week, because I have to send it in and la-di-la-di-da.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? So I went online and I just said boat insurance. Of course, Geico, Progressive, all these other pop up. I literally did all of them at the same time. I didn't use an app because I don't want phone calls from these people.
Right.
So I just pulled them all up and I literally did them. It took me 15 to 20 minutes max. And I took the best price. Well, I went with Progressive.
Shocking.
And I was done. She sent me an email later that night and said, hey, here's the long list. I'll have to post this. Literally like this. It was massive. And I said, I didn't need any of that for any of this.
Yeah.
Like, I just needed my title number and this and that. Like, that's it. So I sent her an email. I said, hey, look, unfortunately, I went with Progressive. I was able to do it online, in and out in 15 minutes, 20 minutes. Thank you very much.
In 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thank you very much. And
Sponsored by Progressive.
Yeah, she's thank you for letting me know. Now the family has been with this agent for 30 years,
right?
But I didn't care. I mean, at some point, like I need to move quick. So all that story to say, KAI, get with it. Get with these boat agents and these State Farm agents and these other agents and whatever. Fix their problem because it's a pain in the ass.
And Ryan, that is the week that was.
That is. We're all done. We did it. We're good. So thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. And we shall see you next time.